Chatham is very careful with the produce it buys. So when it comes into the Chatham warehouse, we look it over. Because if there's one bad apple in the lot, we wouldn't want you to get it. Then we put them in convenient see-through packages. That way, before they're ready for you at Chatham, we can look them over one more time, before you do. You see, Chatham is very careful with the produce you buy. Chatham is very careful with the produce it buys. Take bananas. Chatham's bananas are placed in special ripening rooms. Their temperature is taken by hand, twice a day, 7 days a week, to control ripening. Then we look them over one more time. Because if there's a bad banana in the bunch, Chatham wouldn't want you to get it. You see, Chatham is very careful with the produce you buy. There are a lot of ways to go about supermarket shopping when you want to save money. You can go from ad to ad. You can go from sale price to sale price. And when you get done with going from supermarket to supermarket, Chatham would like you to compare the most important savings of all. What did you save on your total weekly food bill? That's why, if you shop at Chatham for a while, you'll find that your total weekly food bill should be less at Chatham than at some other supermarket. The next time you shop at a supermarket to save money on one item or another, think about what it cost you for all the other items you needed that weren't on sale. Think about what your total weekly food bill will be, item by item, because that's what Chatham believes supermarket saving is all about. That's why if you regularly shop at Chatham, you'll find that your total weekly food bill should be less at Chatham than at some other supermarket.
The supermarket coupon. Everybody clips them. Sure, it looks like you'll save some money. But somebody has to pay for all those cents-off coupons. Maybe it's you. Because the supermarket will probably have to raise its prices somewhere to pay for their coupons. Chatham would never do that. That's why Chatham doesn't run coupons in their advertising. We don't believe in fooling around with your hard-earned money.
Did you know Chatham sells more meat per store than any supermarket in town? When people shop for their meat at Chatham, they buy more than 1 million pounds a week. And when you sell that much meat, you're always preparing more, day in and day out. So you know Chatham meat is always fresh and tender and juicy. That's why Chatham meat is called fresh cut, because it is. You're looking at 2 supermarket meat trays. We'll put a steak in one and a steak in the other. Now, let's turn them over. That should tell you a lot. Chatham uses clear, see-through meat trays to package all their fresh and tender, juicy meats. Maybe that's why Chatham sells more meat per store than any other supermarket in town. Chatham is very careful about the produce it buys, even potatoes. Chatham spends a little more to make sure the potatoes it buys are not only washed, but cooled to preserve their freshness. Then we put them in specially tinted bags to further preserve their freshness. You see, Chatham is very careful with the produce you buy. In a lot of supermarkets, you can pick up a family steak, whatever that is, or a breakfast steak, whatever that is. At Chatham, the meat labels tell you a family steak is a cut from round steak, and a breakfast steak is really a sirloin tip steak. Chatham doesn't believe in putting a fancy name together with a fancy price on their fresh-cut meats, because Chatham didn't get to sell more meat per store than any supermarket in town by fooling people.